Damn, man, you must not hang around West State too much, okay? Or maybe you gotta go to Milwaukee to find it. But when a woman's got a real dunk, you can see that from the front. It's like Keith Murray said. I didn't mean to plagiarize him. That's the only way you can put it, really.
Sometimes.
No, it's not sometimes. If you don't see it from the front, then it's not a full badunka dunk. I guess then it's just a dunk. It might even be a dunk, but it's not the full ba-da dunk.
Okay, how many people a day do you hear saying badunka? That has been played.
Everyone who meets my wife. That's how many people.
That's been played out since MC Hammer got money.
That may be, but we use the word the. That's been around a lot longer and a lot more frequently, because there's no word that does that job as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm good with words. That's why I do poetry and comedy and shit. And I didn't mean that to list that as two things. I meant to list that as three things. I do poetry, I do comedy, and then I go and I take a shit and I read a lot while I do it. So that's where I increase my vocabulary. Just so you know, I made a lot of references to like older hip hop groups, and it is because like when hip hop first came out, I liked it because it was an alternative form of communication, of information. But then eventually it just got overrun with a lot of sexism, homophobia, glorification of real-life violence, and downright racism. Wait, did I say hip-hop? I meant Fox News. I'm sorry, I meant Fox News. They distort, you decide. But one thing that has been all over the news, there's been these riots going on in the Middle East. And I don't know if it has anything to do with Ramsey Swiss being out there right now, but I thought Chris might get it now. No, but there's been like this terrible rioting and killing out in the Middle East over this underground, independent, low-budget movie that came out that made Muslims look bad. And the movie hasn't come out yet. All that's out is just a trailer for the movie. And they like killed 4 Americans over it in the Libyan embassy. And I'm thinking, really? This is the first movie you've heard of that makes Muslims look bad? Pretty much like for like the past like 30 or 40 years, like the villain in every other action movie is a Muslim. Do they not watch the show 24? Have they not seen the Die Hard movies? They're just now getting pissed about like this underground movie that only like shit-eating hipsters know about? Okay. I mean, and they're gonna go kill 4 people over it? Is that really the best way to prove that your religion is not a violent one? I mean, if you're going to get mad about every time something makes your culture look bad, you don't see Ben killing 4 white people every time 50 Cent puts out a new record. Hell, you don't see these guys killing like 4 blacks or Latinos every time Dave Matthews puts out a record. Alright, on that happy note, well, on the subject of ethnic violence, this gentleman comes from a place that's full of ethnic violence, coming all the way from Milwaukee. This actually was a very funny guy. He actually used to work for the Chicago Bulls. He was a matador. He was like a male cheerleader. And speaking of big booty bitches, you know, he shook it all over the world, right? That should shook you all over the world. You got a world-class entertainer here, also very experienced in the world of comedy. He's been seen at the Miramar Theater in Milwaukee. And he's also been a regular at Mikey O's shows. Please, put your hands together for my good buddy, Miguel Primero!